When I was watching it too, I'm thinking to myself, like, it's very clean, it's very crisp, sharp, like you get all those details. And like not too long ago, I just wrapped up watching The Crown, which has like, that's like it's almost like the polar opposite of approaches, because a lot of times in The Crown, they're doing like, they kind of have that, we're going to plop the camera here and just drink it in. Here's the setting.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You'll love it. And that's great. I mean, that show's awesome. I think what you guys do that is so interesting is you, by not having that ultra softness, by having a lot more camera motion, by really letting us absorb the scenes and the characters, you're giving us kind of a more personal feel, because you can sort of drink in the wardrobe. You can drink in the set design. You're seeing all the fine details. I think it was a great choice and allows you to experience something differently.
Yeah. For me, it was, the show felt like an antidote to a lot of dark shows that are out there. Beautiful. I've done dark shows. I love shooting that way. Every cinematographer loves to use the black, side of the black end of the spectrum. But this, and in fact, I had to get a new television because there were so many shows I was missing. I couldn't see what was going on. It was, the shows are really working at the low end, and forcing you to pay attention, which is great. This was not that. This was meant to be an antidote to that style. And I thought, why not do a show that's lifted? I use that word a lot. I didn't want to say bright, but I wanted it to be obviously colorful, and I wanted to see and see the creaminess of the sets and these characters and the beauty of the skin tones, that all the different skin tones that we were obviously showing was important. And so there was nothing dour or troubled about the show, about the story. So it never felt that it was going to be in that sort of realm of darkness. And, there's obviously night scenes and things like that, but they can also be beautiful and lit and present. So in post-production especially, we played around with color a little bit at the beginning, but I found it was important to maintain the coloring that was built into the sets. Within a range, you could play with warmth and coolness, but not over the top. I didn't want to put a veil between the audience and these sets, and that's again, I think, what I was talking about with being precious. I didn't want it to feel like a look back. It needed to feel present and alive, and so. So in post-production, we have an amazing color timer that works at Technicolor in Hollywood, and he added so much to the story and to the look of it, and bringing stuff out, making it colorful and lifted, but not harsh or bright. So I'm not sure what he did all the time, but every time he would show me stuff. We were working remotely. It was amazing. I had an iPad in my house and talking to him on the phone, and he was sending us basically the live session to me on the iPad. I think this will become the standard way of working right now. As much as I love going to to the labs and having lattes and sitting couches and watching a big screen, it was pretty great to look at the iPad and feel that it was very accurate to what we eventually got on the air.